Good morning people, how are we? It is effing freezing here in New Zealand. Just having an organic coffee, so just waiting for everyone to jump online. How are we going? What about if we set that up? How's that? Boom. It's a bit too much, isn't it? How are we all going? It's nice and early. It would be about 7 o'clock. Everyone will be mainly dragging their silly asses out of bed and going to work. So the whole motivation, first I'm going to show you around a little bit where I am. So I'm in the beautiful Arthur's Point in New Zealand, in Queenstown, and as we're going skiing nice in the morning, as you can see the backdrop, here's the place where we're staying, jacuzzi over there. Hey, how are you? How are you, Hugh? Good to see you, man. You probably just came out of bed. Awesome, wipe your face. Brendan, Lee Lynch, how are we all going? Awesome to have you on. Beastmaster, how you going, White Knight? So as we are getting everyone on, I'm just going to walk around because otherwise I'm going to freeze like an icicle. I've got my ski jacket on because we're off to the ski fields very soon. So let me grab my coffee, organic coffee. Awesome stuff. Sam, how are you? So what I'm going to be teaching you all today is how when many people, not just clients, not just, I'll say anybody, yeah? It can be your partner, it can be a family member, it can be a child, is when people make excuses to stay in their comfort zone, to stay in that self-sabotage pattern, because as humans, we want everything, but we have this self-sabotage pattern, not all of us, because eventually there are some people that we grow out of it, that you give them the golden ticket. You know, here, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, here's the golden ticket, and you've been waiting for this golden ticket all your life, and then when you get to it, you do everything to ruin it. You do everything to smash it up. Good morning to you too. So I'm just going to move this here. So how do we lead people without sounding pushy, or without putting pressure on people, without people saying, you're stressing me out, without people saying you're selling to me, without people being fuckwits, yeah? Let's be honest. So I'm going to do a bit of a disclaimer, yeah? I'm going to be quite blunt in this live stream for a reason. I don't just talk like that. I'm a master of human psychology, NLP, and when I use swear words or when I say certain things, it sticks, yeah? Because if I go, hey guys, you know what, I'm about to tell you something that's going to change the world, you're going to go, yeah, but if I go, listen up here, motherfuckers, I'm about to rock your fucking world, you're going to remember that, yeah? So I just say that because some people don't really know my method sometimes, and they go, who is this punk? Who is this guy swearing? What's your language? Blah, blah, blah. So I have to basically give you an understanding, a method to my madness. So when you are, you're a business person, if you are leading people into your products, you're leading people to a greater existence, you're leading anyone into anything, when you talk to your partner to go to a movie, you're selling the option to a movie. You tell them about who's in the movie, you tell them, the movie's going to be great, there's this actor, we can eat popcorn, we can sit here. You're selling the idea. It's even when you go out to dinner, you're selling the idea to people. You're always leading. I don't like the word selling because it can come across selling and marketing. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I want to say is when you come across and when you're speaking to someone, especially a lot of you on here are entrepreneurs, if someone says to you, well, if they get on the phone with you automatically, or if they reply or they like your post, they are already looking for a better option. They are looking for the solution. They are looking for value straight away. And you need to bring that to their attention because they actually forget why they're doing that. So if you guys that are being on here, obviously you're looking for value. You're looking for, you're not buying into what I know. You're buying into me. You're buying into my story. So obviously you always have to lead people into where are they moving to, where do they want to go. So if people get on the call or if they like a message, you need to educate them into what they are actually doing. Morning, Alf. How are you, man? So we, as great leaders or as great state-inducing masters, you need to say to people, hey, there's a reason why you're on my live stream. There's a reason why you're on my post. There's a reason why we're on the phone. I go, what I want to say to you is, what you might not know, obviously you want a higher existence, you want value, you want so on, and people say, oh, look, to be honest with you, like you spend time and you ask them, okay, so do you need, what's happening in your life? And they will send you an encyclopedia and you just keep scrolling. And they're like, no, nothing's wrong. But they will send you a thesaurus of all their challenges and all their problems, yeah? And then you'll say to them, okay, cool. So let's be honest. So you're telling me you can improve your life. It doesn't matter who we are, how much money we've got, how healthful, whatever it is. We can always improve as humans, yeah? We all agree with that. Cool? So what people don't understand is when they get to a point and they say, so you're getting down to the end of the conversation, you're like, okay, cool, let's move into the next step. Look, I'd love to sit here and speak to you and go in circles, but I'm really busy. So are we either yes or no? Do you want to move into my service or not? And look, I'm not going to take it personally. If you don't, then I've got another 20, 30 people, which is the truth. Because, when I'm telling you like stories about people that I'm actually dealing with. And I said, well, I've got 20 or 30 appointments these next few days. I would love to sit here and talk to you, but I'm here to lead you. I don't want to build here, just say here's the solution, yeah? I don't want to build a fort around it and actually never get to the actual service. I want to take you straight to the service. I'm here to give you what you really want. We can sit here and talk bullshit and talk boys talk, or we can talk the truth. So what normally happens? People will go, well, I don't have the money. And I go, okay, cool. That's okay. You don't have the money yet, but when are you going to learn the mind strategies to obtain the money? How are you going to learn that? So I say to them, I don't have the money. Okay, you don't have the money. So I want to ask you something. Are you going to do a job? Well done. If you're going to do a fucking job, that's the most stupidest thing to do to get money. Like, well, remember what I said. I'll be saying some things that are quite harsh for people to understand and for people to remember this, yeah? Job's not always the bad way to go, but you're very limited. With a job, it's linear. So whatever time you put in is what you're going to get back. Okay, most people do that. Unfortunately, it's not the smartest way to make money. So I say to the person, so how bad do you want to change? And they say, well, I want to change. I said, would you do whatever it takes? They said, oh, yeah, it depends what whatever it takes means. I'm like, but let's be honest. There might not be a tomorrow, yeah? There might not be a tomorrow. And then if you knew there wasn't tomorrow, I'm sure you'd do everything in your power to make this happen. I go, I want to tell you something. It's not about you moving into my service and you paying me a currency in an exchange. It's about me teaching you, when it comes to the crunch, you learning and discovering a way to make it happen. So if it's not with me and you say you don't have money, then how are you going to learn to make the money? Are you going to get a credit card? Are you going to work big hours, bust your ass, and then the opportunity's gone? Because what happens is, and what I want to tell people about, if you start a service which is great tomorrow, or if you started it yesterday, today you'd be so much better off. So why would you wait? Why would you wait? But you know when you would wait? If you're looking up at the hospital ceiling, you got tubes in you, or the doctor says, well, you've only got so-and-so to live, you will go, fuck, I should have started that yesterday. I should have done that yesterday. I should have done something. And this is the fucking lifestyle people live. Oh, I should have. I'll be honest with you, and there's a few people that are probably on here today. There are brothers that have come to my retreats. They said, thank God that you kept with me. Thank God. And I said, man, I know the service. I'm not being some hero. I know the service. It changed my life. What I teach changed my life. It saved my life. So why wouldn't I share this with other people? So I'm not trying to win. If someone ever says to me, Lee, you're selling me, I hang up or tell them to go take a long walk off a short pier. Yeah? If you think I'm ever trying to sell you something, I'm leading you and getting you to believe in yourself that there is greatness in you and that you want to better yourself. Yeah? So when people say, look, I don't have money. So I go, cool. When are you going to learn to get the money, the mind strategies? So one thing that I learned, and I used to say to my coaches, and when I was going, I don't have the money at the moment. This is 20 grand, it's 10 grand. And my coach will go, okay, well done. How are you ever going to be an inspiring leader or person or father? And you can't say you've got I don't know. Let's just put your hand up. You've got a problem. Just put your hand up. Okay, I don't know what to do. Well done. What about when your kid looks up to you? What about when anyone looks up to you and say, well, what's the solution? You're just going to go, I don't know. I'm going to give into it. No, you find a way. And the way you find the way is create a strategy. But that strategy doesn't just work with about finding the money. That works about losing weight, finding just an option, yeah? You come to a wall, you go this way. You come to a wall, you go that way. You come to another wall. And that inner mind strategy is going to add so much value into your life. And it's not just about finding money. Because what that's going to teach you subconsciously as well, every time there's a roadblock in your life, you are always going to look, as Steve Mack says, a better way. You're always going to find and keep moving forward. You're always going to keep pushing forward. So next time you come up, or even if this is you, next time you come up with, or someone comes up and says, oh, Lee, look, I don't have the money at the moment. I say, okay, cool, let's get together. I'm going to teach you how to make the money. And they're like, what? I'm going to teach you how to make the money. Well, I've got 5 different businesses. I'm going to teach you how to make it. Are you ready? Oh, I don't know if this is for me. Another wank excuse. Well, okay, cool. So what is for you? What do you want? Do you want to keep struggling? Do you want to keep stacking shelves? Do you want to keep moving this? Alvi goes, I can definitely attest to this. Your teachings took my life to the next level and continues to. Love you, bro. And your relationship, or I should say our relationship, our friendship has taken me to the next level. So appreciate it. So I'm moving around because it is effing freezing here. As you can see, my hands are frozen. You can see the mountains in the back. Got my jacket on. So when the person says, let's say time. Yeah, the person says, well, I don't have the time. Well, what do you mean you don't have the fucking time? You don't have the time to improve yourself. So stop watching Home and Away. Stop fucking watching Who You Think You Can Dance. Stop watching all these wank fucking TV shows. Get up earlier, go to bed later, watch less TV. Yeah? If you want the body of your dreams, then get up and do some fucking fasted cardio. Eat the right foods. Get to the fucking gym. Stop being a lazy motherfucker. Yeah? That's people say they don't have time. Really? Are you kidding me? You've got fucking time. When you won't have time is when you're looking up at the hospital ceiling and the doctor goes, well, you know what? Because you've been a lazy fuck, you've got diabetes, or you've got blood clots, or, you know, you've got cancer, or something like that. Then you will be motivated in pain, you will find the money, you'll find the time, and you won't fucking find the excuses. But I'm here because I don't want you to be motivated in pain, yeah? I don't want you guys to be motivated in pain, because there's enough fucking people that I know are being motivated in pain. I've got some brothers that have taken their lives because they've been motivated in pain, and they haven't had me to fucking sit there and kick their ass. So this message that I'm sending out to you all is to give you a warning, to kick you in the fucking ass, to not be motivated in pain, to be motivated when you're at the top of your game, to go again. Yeah, I was talking to Lee Lynch yesterday. And if you don't know him, he's the White Knight. He's an absolute genius. He's got everything fucking happening in his life. You know, a beautiful wife, awesome job. He's got a body to die for. He's like the White He-Man. And I said to him, one thing that's inspiring, one thing plus the other million things that it's inspiring about you, bro, is you're at the top of your game in a lot of things, yeah, which a lot of men would inspire to be, and they still are. And you are always pushing and striving to get better. And I said, that's what motivates me. He's laughing now. And I said to him, and he knows that I don't piss in his pocket. I do pay him a lot of, a lot of respect and due, because it's not to feed someone's significance or tell people what they want to hear. It's the truth. He has fucking got that. He's at the top of his food chain, but he's always pushing to go fucking further. And that's what I want you people to do. You know, it doesn't matter where you're at, if you're a multi-millionaire, if you've got a body to fucking die for, you know, if you've got a model girlfriend, you've got a fantastic family, everything is sorted, you know, you can always get better. You can always grow and move forward, and so on and so forth, okay? So let's go back to the rebut. Let's go back to the bullshit excuses that a lot of people make, yeah? If I'm shivering, you know why? Because it is, like I said, it's freezing. I was going to go inside, but Regan is got on a call. So I'm off to the snow soon. So I'm just going to leave you guys with some power rebuts. So, wank. How are you, Melissa? How you doing? I'm choking here. So, this is the thing, for all your inspiring coaches, for all your inspiring mentors, for anyone that has a business that is leading anyone into services, that is leading anyone into a greater existence, if you're a person of contribution, let's just put it under that banner. How you need to educate people is, firstly, why are we speaking? We are speaking because you are looking for value. You're looking for a greater existence. You are looking for something else in your life, yeah? And then the people will say, Yeah, I am, but oh, I didn't expect it to be this much, or things are tight. I'm like, okay, cool. So do you want to be motivated in pain? So when your partner leaves you, because let's be honest, yeah, let's be honest, guys. All right, I'm talking to the boys now. Most of these ladies that are around us are going to the top. They're becoming queens, and us men, we're down here. We're like fucking pigeons. We're looking up to the ladies. Yeah, we're like peasants. We need to pick up our game. We need to pick up our game. So one of the I'll tell you one of the experiences that I've had. So one of the people, I said, hey man, look, I know your wife was condoling in me, and she said, can you help my husband? I said, well, I can guide him. He has to help himself. So where we went with that was, he come to the retreat. He did what, he did okay at the retreat. And then afterwards, he did fucking nothing. And what happened? His wife left him. And I said, I told you so. But then after his wife left him, he wanted to do everything, and he wanted to change. He wanted to do this, and life was fucking, do you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, I told you that if you went back and didn't do anything, then that was going to happen. Then he got motivated in pain, and it was a shit fight. But that all could have been stopped is because, you sit there and you don't tell yourself that bullshit excuse. You come back and you smash it, and you come back and do whatever it takes. So where that goes to, because my hands are freezing to this friggin' pole, is when people say, and there's something better. Look, someone's trying to sell you and they're a shit talker. When they're incongruent. When they're a salesperson, yeah? But when someone is talking from the heart. What I talk to, and look, how I'm gonna relate this to me is, the whole thing that I've created with Beast Mode, I don't even want to talk about that because I don't want to, while he's plugging it, is I teach what changed my life, what saved my life. So I'm going to fucking fight for that. I'm going to claw for that. That's why I tell the brothers, hey brothers, I'm going to fucking shake you or push your head into a wall if you don't wake up, because you need this. It's a proven strategy. So let's not talk about Beast Mode, yeah, because this is not a plug for my stuff. But if whatever you're bringing into your environment, or you've got people and you want, hey, listen, I've got something which is fantastic, or I've got a great service. When people say they've got no money, what you want to teach them and say, hey, I want to teach you a strategy how you're going to get money. Don't go and do a 9-to-5 job. It's hard. It's linear income. So you have to do an hour and you're getting chump change, and then they're going to pay you, yeah? What about doing something, putting this much effort into it, and then it's just popping up like that? LV goes, Randall goes, got the soar like the eagles, not the fly of the buzzards. That's true, brother. And LV just said, you can hang around with chickens to expect to soar, or you can't expect to soar like an eagle. Yes, and it is absolutely freezing. So let's keep rocking this out. Got some people in there bringing in the chairs and tables. They're probably thinking, what's this guy doing screaming out his phone so early in the morning? So another thing is, if someone goes, okay, look, at the moment I can't afford the money, okay, cool. So I've got an option for you. If you can't afford it, then this is a way to do it. And what they need to understand, it's got nothing to do with the money. It's got nothing to do with the time. It's got everything to do with what these people say. You're understanding a strategy. So I'm going to let me put this up here. My hands are freezing, so I'm just going to put it up on the spar. Perfect. No, because I'm freezing outside. So it has nothing to do with the money. It has everything with you learning a strategy to obtain that, whatever it is, if it's money, if it's time, if it's health. So I say to them, what I want to teach you is, obviously I'm a coach and I'm going to be here to show you your blind spots. And they're like, yeah, of course, that's cool. I go, okay, cool. I'm going to tell you where I've been, because I was very good at making excuses. Well, I don't have money, I don't have time, I did that. If I kept those excuses, I wouldn't be here, because how I found that time and I found the money, and obviously people did help me out as well, it's brought me to where I am today. So that's when I talk, it's very passionate about. That's what it's about. When people drive me crazy about, I don't have time, I don't have money. Like we do multi-level marketing. We've got other businesses, we've got private, other investment businesses, real estate, all that. And if I said I didn't have the money, and then the house that we brought, and then the next year all of a sudden it goes up and you make like 200 grand on it. If I said I didn't have the money, how do you think I would feel? I wouldn't feel very adequate, would I? So when you are bringing anyone into your environment, into your services, into your products, you want to give them an option and say, I'm going to teach you how to make the money. I'm going to teach you how to find the time. I'm going to show you that this is for you. Because what happens is, if you let people do it their way, what's happened? Their way hasn't been so good. So that's why they're coming to speak to you. That's why they put a little comment on your post. That's why they're on your live streams. That's why you're looking for a greater existence. You're looking for that golden nugget. You're looking for that secret pill. We're always looking to get better. By the time we get up, by the time we go to sleep, it doesn't matter what we're doing, what we eat, what we're reading, we're always looking to evolve. We're always looking for something greater. So this is how you have to educate people. You actually have to tell people what they are doing, which they don't know about. Self-sabotage. These people are self-sabotaging. You want a great existence, and you ask them. I call it the web of success. You call it the web of success because you expose that they want success, and then it's a web that they get stuck in and they can't go back from. So what that means is, and I'll give you an example. So you break down all their life categories, and you say, okay, cool. So in your health, do you want a better body? Do you want more energy? Do you want this and that? And they said, yeah, look, I need to lose weight, and I'm not feeling the best, and I want to blah, blah, blah. So I go to them, okay, cool. So you can improve your health, yeah? You want to stop smoking, you want to lose some pounds. And I go, do you agree? And they say, yeah. I go, cool. So let's be honest, we all can make more money. And they said, yeah, I don't like my job. I could be making more money. So you agree with me as well? Yeah? And you get them to say yes. Yes, I agree, I can make more money. What about your purpose? Oh, I get up and I don't really have any purpose. I just make it up as I go and blah, blah, blah. I said, so if you had direction in your life, would you feel better? And they said, of course. I said, cool, so you want direction? They said, yes. So that's 3 ticks. What about giving back to people, contribution? They said, oh yeah, I'd love to give back to my parents. I'd love to give back to my, whoever, auntie, uncles, family members, my kids. I want to give my kids a good education. I said, oh cool, so you'd love to give back to people? Yes, another tick. Relationship. How's your relationship? Oh, no sex, it's depolarized, it's a bit boring, rah, rah. I said, okay, cool, so you can work on your sex. On your sex. See, that's my mind speaking. You can work on your relationship. Of course, we all can work on having better sex. Let's put that in as well. Tick. So what you need to understand is that is called the web of success. So you've exposed that they want success in all those areas, and now they're stuck in the web. There's no going back. So I said, okay, so in all these areas of life, you've said to me that you want to better yourself. You said that you want to improve your life. You've told me that. And they said, yeah, of course. I go, let me tell you what's stopping you back, what's holding you back. And they go, what? And this is what we need to become, people. This is, as great leaders, we need to become the drug of choice in between the gate of success. We need to become that drug of choice. What that means is people become addicted and become dependent on us in a good way, in a very ethical and authentic way, that they need us to get there. We are the bridge from A to B. That's when you become super successful. Become the bridge for people, as many people as you can. Let me say that again. The more you become a bridge for as many people as you can, you are going to be a great influencer. So you're not going to be like, a lot of people can be vulnerable, yeah? A lot of people can go for people's vulnerabilities. So then, well, you know what? I'm going to get successful on the backs of vulnerable people. So, people like to create more followers. No, we create more fucking leaders, yeah? And this is a little bit into leadership, but I don't want to get into leadership today. So you want to become the catalyst of change. You want to become from, people going from A to B, you want to be that difference. You want to be that bridge. So once everyone exposed and said, look, I can improve my life, but then they say, look, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, it's not for me, and it's not the right time. How you need to lead people, because most people, and I'm not being rude, aren't educated, or they say things and they don't really think about it. They go, oh, it's not for me, I don't know, I'm not educated, nothing else is, I'm not supposed to have another job. They will say anything just to keep themselves in their comfort zone. Remember, their way of doing things hasn't led them to where they want. It hasn't been serving them. You need to say that. So I'll ask them, so is your way got you to where you want to go? And they say no. I say, cool. So what I want you to do, I want you to trust me. And I want you to do as I say and as I do. And what that means is, I don't want you, if you steer off the path or try to recreate the wheel or do things fucking Bob's way, you're not going to get the success. You're not going to get the result, yeah? Because what happens is, as humans, I'll take a shortcut and I'll do this when I want and so on. And you need to tell people, this is how you become a great leader. You need to break down their strategies of where they're going wrong, their thought patterns of where they're going wrong. Then you need to tell them, well, there's a proven way. But the people need to trust you, yeah? You need to have already had the life experience, or you need to have already got the results. You can't just make it up and, well, you know, I read a book or I've done something and someone else told me, so I'm just going off what they said. No, you need to have already walked that path. You need to have already laid that path. When you can, that's when you can go back and say, hey, been there, done that. Because a lot of people say to me, Lee, what qualifications do you have? And I said, well, I can show you all these bits of paper that mean absolutely fucking nothing and they've got a stamp on them, because you can learn something, but if you haven't lived it, then there's no fucking point. Well, you know what? I've studied 13 years to be a doctor, but I haven't worked on one patient. Well done. What about having life experience? What about getting into the trenches? What about having that experience? That is a lot more powerful than understanding and just having that qualification. All right, Regan's calling me. She's saying 5. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right, I'm inside. I'm going to quickly finish this up because I have to go. Are we back? Can you see me? I'm freezing. I can't even fucking move my hands. All right, just a quick one. A quick recap. So if anyone's got the excuses, if you have to lead them into a great existence, you have to show them the value that you're bringing into each. Let me put it here so I can still move. Cool. So if someone says that you haven't got time, it's not for me, you don't have money, you want to be able to teach them how to obtain the time, how to obtain the money, giving them the strategies. Because if you just go, oh, well, okay, you know, you don't have the time, but when are you going to learn to have it? When are you going to understand that? And what you need to really bring to people's understanding is when they've come into your environment, when they've liked your post or they've commented or sent you an inbox, they're looking for something. They know that. But what happens is, and this even happens in relationships, this even happens in, you know, when you're looking for that partner or you're looking for that soulmate and they're there and you take a completely advantage of it, and that's just humankind. Like when we have something and when we understand it, we take complete advantage of it. So I think there's Regan and Narelle. Say hello to them. They're like, why are you walking around screaming like a crazy man? So when you've got rebuts, when people have got excuses, you need to pull them up and you need to tell them, stop with your bullshit excuses. Stop. You want it. You want success. Yes. So let's do it. And what you need to say to people is, stop doing things your way because they haven't worked, have they? Without being rude. You know, your way hasn't worked till now, so listen to me. Do you trust me? Yes. Have you seen the results? Yes. Are you living proof? Do you believe that I'm living proof of the results? Yes or no? If they say no, then okay, then that's it. Don't work with them. So what you need to understand, people need to do things your way because your way has got you to where you are now. Yeah? If it isn't the right way or isn't the way where people want to go to that high existence, then that's a different story. People need to understand, and you need to be blunt. You know, it's not blunt, it's just the truth. Do you want to sit here and we can skip and sing, Kumbaya and go in the park and talk bullshit, or we can get the result and we can have everything we want in our life? That's what we want. We want the results. We want, we don't want to worry about all the facades and all that fake stuff. We want to go straight to the results, yeah? So you say to people, listen to me, don't recreate the wheel. This system, this strategy, this structure, if you do it exactly as I say and if you don't veer off the whole strategy, off the whole path, you're going to have what you want in your life. You know what? This is a great thing about being a great coach. You need to ask them the right questions. You need to abstract what they want. Then asking them the right questions puts them in the web of success. The web of success means you've subtracted that they want to be successful, and then it's boom, it's there. So you've said yes to everything in your life, to your health, to your wealth, to your life purpose, family contribution, and so on. So why are you making these bullshit excuses up? You know, and some people, don't get me wrong, what they will say is, well, I don't want it bad enough, and they'll get emotional and they'll hang up. Then that's okay. You can't force people, yeah? So I better go because we're about to go skiing. If you want to know more about excuse destroying strategies, let me know about it. You've got this recording as well. Thought we'll rock this out early in the morning. So at the end of the day, if people want it bad enough, they will find a way. If people say to you they don't have the money, then you need to be in a position to teach them the strategies, how to find the money, how to create time, and that. It's all about unlocking that and teaching people as you go, yeah? Breaking down, so let's come together. I'll show you how to make the money. Here's an easy payment plan. Let's make it simple. I call it out of sight, out of mind. If people don't have the time, you teach them, well, if there's no tomorrow, I'm sure that you'll find everything in your power to find the time. If someone says, well, it's not for me, well, what, success is not for you? And don't get me wrong, everyone, you're not going to make a match with everyone, and you don't want to make a match with everyone, yeah? But you need to break down the strategy of why they said that. Mainly it's because they're scared, mainly because they're self-sabotage, mainly because it's ego. Once you show them that it's ego, self-sabotage, and you're scared, they'll go, well, you're right, let's do this, yeah? So they will come out of that, and if they really want to step up. And then if they say it's not the time, it's not the right time, if not now, when? So if you started this success yesterday, you'd be so much better than you are today. So why would you start, any other day? Okay, so hopefully that added some, a bit of a kick in the ass morning for you. I'm still frozen. As you can see, my eyes look half Chinese. I'm about to go and rip up the ski, whatever you want to call it, the ski yards or the ski fields. I've got people calling me in the background, so I better go. Sending you my love from Queenstown. Have an awesome morning, whatever it is there. I think it's about 7:30 for you guys, or about 8 o'clock. From everyone around the world, thanks for getting on. I'm sure this added some value. Go and smash it, and go and absolutely smash those excuses that people throw at you. Have an awesome day.